What's up, guys? I'm back here at the desk and wanted to give you an update. It's been a little while, been a couple weeks, and wanted to let you know what's going on with me and my practice. I think the significant thing for me is that I have not been practicing business or ornamental penmanship or any type of movement-based writing for about a month now. Which I said that's significant for me because I started practicing business penmanship in October 2019, around that time, and I practiced pretty much every day until just this past September 2019. So 2016, 2019, almost 3 years. And by every day, I mean 350 out of 365 days a year, I was practicing penmanship of some kind. So I don't know exactly what happened, but at some point it started to become something that instead of looking forward to doing it, I was feeling like I was obligated to do it. And I can run off of obligation for a really long time. But once I started to get that feeling like, oh, this is something this is like an obligation of mine. That not so, I mean, there's good types of obligations and there's bad types, or there's effective types of obligations. You know, if you have to do something because it's who you are, that's obviously a good thing. But if you have to do something because you think it's something you should be doing for whatever reason, that's not an effective obligation. And it's an obligation that you can only hold on to for so long. So at some point I realized I can't keep going like this. There's other things I want to do with my time. And that was kind of a freeing moment to finally realize, like, oh, I don't have to practice business penmanship every day. I don't have to post on Instagram about business penmanship. There's other types of things I can post about. There's no rules. There's no police on this that's going to keep me in some lane. There might be people that are expecting certain things from me, and they'll just have to be surprised about what they see coming. And I'm not the first person to kind of wrestle with these ideas, wrestle with these problems in terms of changing course. And I haven't really changed course that much. I've been studying italic calligraphy the past month or so, and it's still in the family of calligraphy, and I've been applying so much of what I learned from American penmanship to italic, and it's been a lot of fun to learn that. Italic is, it's slower, it's more deliberate, you make different types of mistakes when you write italic, and it's just it's fun to kind of tackle a different type of calligraphy, having such a deep background in another type. So much of it crosses over, as I'm sure some of you know. So it's just been fun to see, good things and bad things cross over. Habits from other scripts cross over into other scripts. And although going from business penmanship to italic, you don't bring a lot of the visual stuff to it. Like somebody who practices copperplate is going to bring those visual stylistic things of copperplate to Spencerian because they're so similar in terms of execution. You don't have that problem so much with business to italic, but I have had problems where, with business you write quickly and you write that movement kind of dictates the form, and italic has its own very different type of movement. And if you kind of bring the speed and the energy, if you bring I'll say the energy, because it's not so much about speed, but the energy of business to italic, it's a different type of energy. And I've had to kind of struggle with finding the appropriate type of energy for italic and applying that, the appropriate type of rhythm, because there's definitely a different rhythm to it. So it's been interesting, and maybe I'll be posting some italic stuff here on the channel. I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. More than anything, it's given me the opportunity to actually create finished pieces of art. for whatever reason, business penmanship, I mean, it's not the most decorative or ornate scripts, and it's just, I think it's so hard to execute technically that myself and a lot of others I see out there are just focused on executing the letter forms, whether that's on graph paper or line paper. I think like the perfect art form, the perfect medium for business penmanship is writing a letter to somebody, corresponding with somebody, or writing like page writing, like writing a whole page of text. With italic, it's much slower. It's more decorative. It's bolder. It shows up in a picture. You can write a single quote, a short quote in italic, and you can create something really powerful, which is really hard to do with business penmanship. So it's given me the opportunity to explore more of what art is and what design is and layout and decoration and color and all these things that I was never going to get there with business penmanship alone. So really happy to do that. I've also been studying drawing lately, which is another thing that for a really long time I've wanted to study, and I've been enjoying that as well. So I've moved away from the American penmanship stuff. Maybe I'll come back to it, and if I do, I'll have all these other skills that I'll be able to, things that I've learned that I'll be able to then apply back to that and get back on that horse someday. We'll see. Who knows? So that's where I'm at. Just wanted to check in with you. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what your thoughts are, how your practice has been going. I know some of you are definitely still writing and learning, and I'm happy to be here to help. I still have a lot of experience and knowledge in this field that I'm happy to share. So let me know how you're doing, what's going on, and maybe you'll see some videos of me. Maybe you'll see me writing again soon, maybe not. Maybe you'll see me drawing, maybe you'll see me doing italic or another broad edge script. We'll see what happens, but I'll definitely be posting videos here now and again and checking in with you and sharing my thoughts like I like to do. So thank you for watching. If you're still watching at this point, thank you for subscribing, for liking the video. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Send me a letter, perfectbiscuits.com. You can always do that. Love to get letters from you guys. It's always great to get them, and I always write back. So, and if you do write me a letter, I'll definitely write back to you in business penmanship, movement writing. That'll give me a reason to write in BP if you write me a letter. So I would definitely appreciate that. All right. Thanks for watching.